Guys, if you're watching the World Cup, it is amazing. I mean, unbelievable performances that is actually coming, in front of us. We got Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia. What a game of football we are having! England destroying Iran. So unbelievable. Bukayo Saka, what a goal, man! What couple of goals! But that was fantastic. But moving on, what do we have in terms of transfer news for you guys? Because it looks like Arsenal are wanting to fight for the title, and you know that Arsenal squad and how Arsenal players might be susceptible to injury, and you know that's the schedule and everything. Plus, the World Cup is here, so you know things may or may not turn out their way. But Arsenal don't want to take any chances. They're going for a striker, they're going for a midfielder, and they're definitely going for a winger as well. Why do I say this? Because I have certain news that you guys will love. So, if you seek regular Arsenal content, the best place to be, consider subscribing. And if we just jump into the news that we've got, so the first is Dean Jones from Give Me Sports says that Arsenal have scouted FC Dallas and USA striker Jesus Ferreira and will continue to do so during the World Cup, while Bundesliga clubs have an eye on the player too. So, one of the players Arsenal are looking for is a striker for United States of America, the USMNT. But what a great performance from Matt Turner. Well, yes, they had a game against Wales. 1-all draw, fantastic saves, but could not save the penalty from Gareth Bale. So that's that. Moving on, Arsenal could definitely go for Jude Bellingham. Like, IG, bro, you're mad. You're mad, lad. Why would Arsenal go for Jude Bellingham? Well, it looks like, well, apparently, it's possible via Ladbrokes. Scott Minto says if Arsenal can finish in the top four or better still, even go on to win that title, then all of a sudden Arsenal become as attractive a proposition as Manchester City. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happening. Arsenal need a midfielder, and why not Jude Bellingham would be a fantastic signing. Let me know in the comments, would you like Jude Bellingham to come to Arsenal? If so, in the comments, do let me know. I would love to know that. I would really love to know what your thoughts are on this one. That's really interesting. But talking about more stuff, let's talk about Mikhailo Mudryk. Well, yes, do we have something about him? Well, James Ollie says sources have told ESPN that Arsenal are keen on adding a central midfielder and a winger, if possible, in January, with the club's owners ready to back Arteta as they attempt to launch a bid for the Premier League title. There were rumors also that in the transfer circles that Arsenal have already made a bid for Mikhailo Mudryk, and they would have to bid something more. Well, that's what Fabrizio Romano is saying, that they have to bid more because Shakhtar would be wanting a big amount. Let's see whether that will work on Mikhailo's favor or Arsenal's favor. Both for now are the same. Moving on, Danilo from Palmeiras. Well, yes, one of the other midfielders that Arsenal are looking into bring in May on his Brazil call-up said that it was very good. I made friends and learned a lot. I got closer to Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Dani Alves. Interesting. Well, he speaks about his transfer links to UOL Esporte. He says, I see myself mature enough to be able to play in any competition in the world. I prefer not to get involved. I'm ready with these issues. I told my agent to only talk to me if it's the right thing. Then we sit down and talk. Well. Well, James Ollie has an exclusive regarding Danilo. He says that Arsenal inquired about the 21-year-old Danilo in the summer, but were told that Palmeiras had no interest in selling while pursuing their 11th Brazilian Serie A title. Sources say Palmeiras have since softened their stance, which has led Arsenal to revive their interest. Arsenal face competition from Ajax and AS Monaco for Danilo after Brazilian club indicated they would be willing to accept around 24 million euros. Sources have said ESPN. There's a problem with that. Arsenal are in constant talk with Palmeiras regarding Danilo, but face competition from Ajax, who are believed to be ready to table a formal offer ahead of the January window. Monaco are among several other clubs to have contacted Palmeiras. Palmeiras own 80% of Danilo's rights, and sources suggest they are seeking 20 million euros. His boyhood club also own the other 20%, but there is said to be confidence a fee for their part could be negotiated. making the overall fee lower than 24 million euros. It totally depends on the talks Arsenal make, because we got someone called as Edu Gaspar as well. The influence is not the problem, but the price tag. Arsenal will buy only at the right price tag, and that's been the story until now. So James Ollie says, yeah, I think I mentioned that before. So yes, that's the story regarding Palmeiras midfielder Danilo. We're really having a very interesting January transfer window that might transpire into something really, really interesting. Let's see if that could happen or not. I would be buzzing. I would really be buzzing if that's true, because well, we had an update from George and Nicola, who said that on Arsenal's rejected 25 million offer to Danilo, they had done that in a deadline day deal in September. He says if this proposal is repeated, Palmeiras should end up negotiating the sale of the athlete. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Whether Arsenal get it done, well, we need to see that. We need to see that. Then Jude Bellingham is also another player that excites me the most. And he's been exciting for a long period of time. I've been interested to have him at Arsenal. Let's see whether that will materialize or not. But more importantly, well, there was an interview of Takehiro Tomiyasu with GQ, and my God, that interview is hilarious. Him and Ben White would really be fantastic. I really have to have, I want to know about them having an interview together. That'd be hilarious. That'd be super hilarious. So Takehiro Tomiyasu was asked certain questions. I need to mention this because come on, guys. He was asked what's your favorite music. He said, I don't really have any. He said, what would you buy if you could buy anything in the world? He says, nothing in particular. He says, the question was, what was your childhood dream? He says, to become a football player. Wow, that's like having very, very obvious answers, isn't it? Well, the question was, what do you have in your fridge? He says, orange juice. I drink water at room temperature. Then, when is the last thing you want to eat what is the last thing you want to eat before you die? He said, sushi. He was asked, do you like any other sport other than football? He said, no. He was asked, which athlete has influenced you? No one. Yeah, if you think that answers are very dry, Tomiyasu gave these answers, bro. He was asked, what's your favorite color and why? This is the one you got to be excited about. Tomiyasu says red because it's the color of Arsenal FC, bro. He was also asked, what are the 3 essential steps in your morning routine? Tomiyasu says, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and use the bathroom. No, I'm not going to say any more question answers what Tomiyasu gave, but you get the gist. What was the questions? What was the answer? And yeah, why I should not continue about this anymore. So that's that. I'll see you in the next one. Well, if you see regular Arsenal content, the best place to be. We will definitely cover a lot in the January transfer window. So don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.